What's going on, everyone? Here's another video for you. Smoked turkey legs. Yes, these are ginormous turkey legs. I bought them for $6 for both of them, which is pretty cheap, at a place called Broward Meat and Fish down here where I live. But these guys are big, something you would get at like Disneyland or something for like $10 or $12, you'd get it for $3 each. So I found that Walmart has them, but they're a little small, and the ones at that Broward Meat and Fish were pretty big. So here's another cooking video. I will be smoking these, and I'll walk you through that. First, let's start off with the brine. So for turkey legs, since they're so big, it's hard to season all the way through. You don't particularly want to inject these. You can if you want, but it's not really traditional. But you can brine them, and a brine is like a mixture of vinegar, spices, water. I put brown sugar and Worcestershire sauce in mine, and then I leave it overnight, and so it gives it this nice flavor color here on the meat. There's color and flavor there, and it just kind of breaks down the meat as well. The vinegar helps break down the meat. It's not super tough meat, but it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough meat. Has to be smoked or roasted for a while, or boiled or stewed. So without further ado, what I did was I separated the skin from the leg. You see how easily I can lift this leg up, the skin off the leg, no problem, slide my fingers under there. But this one I have not gotten to yet, and it's very stiff. I can't slide my fingers in there. So what you want to do is run your fingers, 2, 1, however many, and slide it in between the skin and separate the skin from the leg without tearing the skin. So the skin is going to create this beautiful cover over the drumstick, and it's going to make it look real nice and easier to eat too. So if you put it in there, if you put it in the smoker, this goes for drumsticks as well, or anything. If you throw your drumsticks in the smoker like that, or you throw them in your oven or in your grill like that, they're going to come out looking like that. They're going to come out really fatty pieces of fat that you don't really want, and people won't eat it, so they just pull it off. But instead, if you pull this over like so, just take the few seconds for each drumstick or each turkey drumstick when you're cooking, pull it over, make it look nice and neat and presentable, and you'll get beautiful grill marks, and also you'll get a beautiful blanket of smoked meat skin that you can actually eat, and it'll be pleasant to eat. So I'm going to work on this one, and then by separating the skin, and then we'll get back to you. Alrighty guys, so I have separated the skin from the leg. Now it's time to season. So this is my own seasoning. I made it out of, yes, it does say all-purpose seasoning, but this is a repurposed bottle. I made the seasoning inside. It's a mixture of some really common ingredients. I'll post it in the description, but it has like black pepper, onion, garlic, cumin, chili pepper, red pepper flakes. What else I got in there? I got to say salt. Paprika, smoked paprika. That's pretty much it. So at this point, what I'm doing now, after I have patted this dry, a lot like our other chicken thing we did, other chicken cook, we patted it dry so the seasonings can crust up there nice. And you just want to season these guys generously. Don't skimp out on the seasoning. All your flavor comes from here. So you want to make them look and taste nice. So after we season these, we're going to throw them on the smoker. And let me show you what the smoker is looking like outside. So this is my smoker. It's an Expert Grill. I got it off of OfferUp for 30 bucks. They sell it at Walmart for like 50 or 60 if I'm not mistaken. It's a 22.5-inch kettle cook barbecue, and you can smoke on here. You can I think it's like 22 burgers or 20 burgers you can put on here at one point, and then it has a rack in the center. I have a external thermometer through here. So this is an electric thermometer that is Bluetooth to my phone, so I can tell what temperature it is at all times. you don't always want to trust it, especially when smoking. You don't always want to trust this thermometer here, and the reason for that is because the charcoal is directly under this, and I'll lift this up in a second, but you'll see that the charcoal is right here. See if I can get it. Charcoal's right here. The thermometer is right above it, so the heat is direct instead of it being kind of fair on like the opposite side. It's almost too hot, so it's not the true rating of the inside of the kettle. It's actually the rating from right above the charcoal. So this is reading like 300 degrees, just about 300, but it's really at 215. So that's a really big difference. So invest in a little thermometer like this. I bought it for I think like $9 on sale at clearance at the old Walmart. So take a look at that when you get a chance. So we're gonna pop this guy open. Alright, here I have some coals. This is called the minion method, and I'll do a separate video on how to set up for this. I don't want this video to be too long, but there is a specific method you need to set up your smoker for this type of smoke. And I will get back to you in a sec. Alright, here we have one drum. So we're going to place this on the opposite side of the grill. Either way you want to put it, we'll do one of these. Actually, we'll do one of these. Just because I like how it looks, and I don't want the heat to be close to the meaty part. Closer to the bone part where people don't normally eat is fine. And the other one, like so. And that's it, guys. We'll lower the lid. We'll let this guy go for 4.5 to 5 hours. And every 45 minutes, I'm gonna brush it with some apple cider vinegar and applesauce. It's 50-50, equal parts, and that'll make sure that my skin is nice and moist, my turkey's nice and moist, and we have some nice flavor and nice moisture. So I'll show you the results.